what's up, what's up? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I'm so excited for this message today. This is like a breath of fresh air. It's like a sigh of relief. I can feel my shoulders reaching back. I can feel my wings expanding. This collective is so tired of being so stuck. So tired of spinning our wheels, so tired of feeling like we're in this hamster wheel going around in circles. And within the next week, from whenever you're seeing this message, it is timeless. Whenever it gets to you is when it's meant to get to you. Whenever you get this message, within the next week, you will no longer be feeling like the hanged man. You have been stuck. The reason this message is getting to you, and hi, my loves, so excited to see you today. The reason this message is getting to you now is because now is finally the time. Your wings are finally ready. You are, which, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize I had pulled this card too. We'll get to that in a second, but this is, I was seeing like a butterfly coming out of a cocoon when I was just saying that just now. You have been in this chrysalis process. You have been, so you know, they talk about, there's no such species as like the DNA in between caterpillar and butterfly. So we understand the DNA of a caterpillar, and we have like the genographic, I don't know the fucking word. We have the scientific accurate measurements of what the DNA of a caterpillar is, and we have the scientific accurate measurements of what the DNA of a butterfly is. But that creature, the being that exists when it's in the cocoon, when they take the DNA of that being that is currently in the process of metamorphosis, it is not either. It does not have either caterpillar DNA or butterfly DNA. It is like its own fucking species. It is its own essence, its own energy. And that is what y'all have been, like the essence that you have been in for so long. Some of us, I'm getting like 5 to 6 years, some even longer. But for sure, it's been the past 1 to 3 years. There's been this metamorphosis happening where it's like no matter what you want to try to act on or take action on or move forward with, it's like you just keep getting pulled back to this place of healing, of self-focus, of self-love, of self-growth, of self-understanding, of coming back to self, where things are shedding, things are falling away, things are people, places, things you may have lost or felt like you lost more in the last few years than you have ever in your entire life. And my heart goes out to you because it can feel so terrifying, even if you know that the universe is making space in order to create a vacuum so that you can pull in what it is that you're calling in and the better life that you're wanting to experience. Even if you know that conceptually, it feels terrifying. It feels lonely. It feels, there's so much anxiety around what has been asked of you. You have been asked to let go of more than most people could comprehend letting go of. You have been, and not only have you been asked to do this, you did it. You fucking did it. Over the last few years, you have let go of people, places, things, people that were dear to you, things that were dear to you, environments that were dear to you, things that were your security blankets, maybe even habits, maybe even coping mechanisms. You have literally, like, what I'm seeing is like you are like you know, I don't know if you guys love Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon like I do, but if you remember, like, there was one scene where Daenerys, the queen of the dragons, she like walked into the fire, right? Like there was literally like it's been so long since I read that book or watched the movies, but the premise was like she was either gonna die or she was gonna come out queen of the fucking dragons, right? She was willing to risk everything, including burning herself alive, to prove that she was going through this metamorphosis and that she was becoming something way beyond, way greater than anybody else could fathom. She knew in her heart she was meant to be that incredible force of nature that was beyond comprehension. And she knew that the universe had her back, and everybody thought she would die if she walked into that fire. She probably even had some doubt and wasn't sure that she would make it. And she walked into that fire, and the fire burned down all around her. And then she came out, and she was like, and I'm seeing you like, this is you, right? We're not just talking about the scene for her. This is a metaphor for your life and what you've been going through. You knew deep down this whole time that you are meant to be birthed into something beyond comprehension, something that is going to be so incredibly magical and so incredibly powerful and so incredibly world shattering. And yet you've been asked to let go of so much that I'm literally seeing you like stripped down naked in the fire, so vulnerable. Everybody's doubting you. Everybody thinks you're naive or stupid or lost or crazy or led by the devil, whatever it is that the projections that they're throwing at you. You know God, the universe, the cosmos is directing you. You know you're divinely guided. You know you're divinely protected, but it is so hard not to doubt and not to be terrified when everyone around you is doubtful and terrified, right? You've experienced a lot of fucking heartbreak, my love, a lot of fucking heartbreak through this process. Your whole life, you've experienced more heartbreak than the average person. And this is something that people can't really understand about you because you don't look like what you've been through. You don't look like what you've been through at all. You've experienced so much heartache and so much betrayal, and yet your heart is still open. It might be bloody. It might have knives shoved down through it. It might be dripping with wounds and bloody, and yet it is still open. You still love, you still walk with grace and compassion and love for everyone else. And because of that, what you don't realize is you've not been alone. Management, this is my card for management, which is what I call the divine, like spirit, your spirit guides, right? Like, you don't realize that spirit has been with you the whole way. As you lay your head down at night, your ancestors, your guides, spirit, God, whomever it is that you connect with in the spirit realm, has been holding your hand while you fall asleep. Every time you had to let something go, oh my God, I'm getting so overwhelmed by this. Every time you had to let something go, they have been by your side, holding your shoulders back, lifting your chin up, making sure that you can continue to put one step in front of the other. And because of all of the things that you have let go of, and because of the strength that you have shown, even when it felt lonely, even when it felt terrifying, even when nobody around you trusted or believed that it was going to work out and that you were being guided and that it was going to be okay, you still kept going. One foot in front of the other, you still kept going. And that is why you were getting out of this hangman energy. Within the next week, I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning of the video, but within the next one week, 7 days from whenever you see this message, you will experience something that proves to you, whether it's an aha moment or it's something that you receive in the physical 3D, or whether it's just a shift in energy, it will be so undoubtedly different. Like you will be in such a different energy within the next week of you seeing this video. You will realize that you are no longer stuck, you are no longer stagnant, you are no longer in this energy of having to let go, because you've completed that cycle. You've let go of everything that you needed to let go of. You've healed and transmuted what you needed to let go of in order to move into this next phase of your life. And literally, like, so I paused the video for a second because my nose was running, and so that actually, I realized, like, that actually might be a sign for other people. Like, you're done letting go. You might still experience a few things leaking away. Like, this is remnants, okay? This is remnants. You don't have to actively let go of anything or anyone any longer. You don't have to work to try to figure out, okay, does this person belong in my life? Does this thing belong in my life? You don't have to worry about any of that anymore. You might still see things trickle off. You might still see things drop off. It might feel like there's like some leakage here and there, like stuff is just kind of falling away, or it's just gravity is pulling it away from you, right? Just like a natural function, like a runny nose when you get emotional, right? I was experiencing an overwhelm of the emotion of the energy that I'm channeling, and so I think that's a really appropriate message. Thank you, Spirit. So I'll include it in there, right? But you are at a place now in your journey where it's time for your victory. This is the Six of Wands. In the original Rider-Waite Tarot, which I don't have with me when I'm in my car traveling, or I would pull it out, but in the original Rider-Waite, you can look it up. The Six of Wands is somebody on a horse, and they're wearing like a champion's crown, and everyone's celebrating them. They're on this horse, and everyone in the crowd around them is celebrating them, because it's the act of victory. It's basically overcoming all of it. It's the champion walking and being celebrated. Okay, so this is what you're coming into in the next week. You will experience something that lets you realize, that lets you know without a shadow of a doubt, that changes your perspective to understand that you are in your victory lap now. And your victory lap is going to last a very long time. You were just getting started. Your victory lap is going to go on longer than anyone can possibly imagine, but you are just getting started, and you are going to start to feel recognized for the work that you've done, because you have turned your heartache into something, your heartbreak, your trauma, your mess, you've turned your mess into a message, as Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi would say. You've turned your mess into a message, your obstacles into opportunities, your struggles into successes, your trauma into teachings. Okay, that's actually my acronym. Tony Robbins says your mess into messages all the time, but I took it one step further, and I go through all four of those things, because there's so many different ways that life can kick you. There's so many different ways that this life experience can create struggle and our pain, but struggle and pain is actually a sign of expansion. Like when we go to the gym and we're pushing on some weights, right? We're pushing up against things that are heavy. We're pushing up against things that feel too difficult to move, and then our muscles get sore. Our muscles get sore because they're actually tearing. They're tearing, and then when they heal, they're bigger, they're expanded, they're able to hold more weight than they were before. And the pain that you've been through has allowed you to expand, and you didn't succumb to it, my loves. You didn't crumble. You didn't allow it to overtake you. Instead, you went within and you healed, and you went into this cocoon, and you changed. You completely changed. You do not have the DNA of the person who went through this anymore. You do not have that in your bones anymore. You are no longer the same caterpillar that you were. You don't even have the same fucking DNA as the person who went through those struggles. You have the DNA of a fucking champion. And I love how this comes through, because I didn't even realize, like, I didn't remember that I had pulled this card when I started talking about that metaphor a minute ago, or at the beginning of the video. So it's just, oh, it's so beautiful when Spirit helps out like this and it comes together. But this is your DNA now, and it's going to feel a little bit weird coming out of this hangman state, this hanged one state, because you've only ever known what it feels like to have the DNA of a caterpillar, and this undefined metamorphosis, gooey muck of a DNA that you had when you were in your cocoon, and like this unidentifiable DNA that isn't caterpillar, isn't champion. Like, you were in this in between for so long, and it was so hard to get your footing, because you were never meant to get your footing there, my loves. You were never meant to get comfortable and get used to what it felt like in this mode, and you were never meant to get used to and get comfortable with what it felt like in your cocoon, which is why management, your spirit team, was really working on you so much. But you did it. You did it. And within 1 week from you seeing this video, you will feel the champion DNA. You will feel what's going through you. And I, when I was asking why this is coming through now, I got a lot about death and rebirth. Okay, so, and that totally validates what the metaphor we were going with, the cocoon and the butterfly, right? But you're going through the biggest death and rebirth that you have in your entire life, this life, right? You're going through the biggest death and rebirth that you have. All of your hurt, all of your pain, all of your suffering is actually going to fuel your success, and you don't really see that right now. You might conceptually understand it, but what I'm getting with this card is that what you're not realizing is that literally everything you've ever been through is intricately woven and tied together towards this success, towards what you are about to embody and experience. Because again, you will never have this DNA again. You will never go through what you went through again. You will never be the person experiencing life the way that you did when you were accumulating all of these traumas and all of these hurts and all of these pains. But all of these traumas and hurts and pains were creating this web that was drawing and bringing everything back into the being that you were becoming, so that you could be the champion, so that your DNA could change and could shift. Now, you might be in the middle of like what feels like a tower moment right now as part of this death and rebirth. What I'm getting is that things are still crumbling around you. Not necessarily things that you are having to let go of, but it's more like the residual. What I'm getting is that all of the things that you were asked to let go of, whether it be money, jobs, relationships, housing, transportation, habits, there's a lot coming through that you were asked to let go of, and you're still seeing in the 3D, you're still seeing the crumbling, you're still seeing the tower fall all around you, you're still seeing the lightning burning on the tree. And that's not because you've got more to lose, it's because the 3D has to catch up to the energy of the quantum and the higher realms. So in the higher realms, you already have this DNA embodied. In the quantum, in the 5D, you already are walking as the champion. You've already begun your victory lap. In the 3D, you just need to be a little bit patient for a little bit longer, because it does take time for the physical reality around us to catch up with the quantum, but it will catch up no matter what. You cannot miss this. It will not miss you. You've done the work. You are the champion. You are going to be walking as the champion for the rest of your life. Let me say that again. You are going to be walking as the champion for the rest of your life. There is no going back. The quicker you can experience this more quickly in the physical 3D, the more certain you are of that. So any affirmations you can do, any energetic work, any prayer, whatever it is that you do to help clear the mind, to help drop into your heart space, to help connect with your highest self, do whatever you can to embody the certainty of your victory, the certainty of yourself as the champion version of you, because the more you can do that and the more certain you can remain moment to moment throughout your day, the more reality will recalibrate around you. So this is coming through from yesterday's reading. So I want to touch on it again. It's a little bit of a different take on the same concept, but it's really, the thing that you have to realize is that all of the work that you did on yourself took time to show up in the 3D, right? So you did all this work on yourself, and then in time, all of a sudden, reality reshaped around you and created this cocoon moment, this moment of breakdown, this tower moment for you to let go of things. And then as you were healing and dealing with the trauma and the shakeup and the shock of the tower moments of things coming away from you, the energetic work and the inner work that you did in those moments created your present moments right now, right? So reality is constantly reshaping itself around you based on what you are guiding it and telling it to do. When you guided reality to understand that you no longer wanted to be the caterpillar, you were fed up energetically and mentally, you were fed up with being the caterpillar, reality reshaped around you to ensure that you would never be the caterpillar again, which made things go away from you. It made things change. It made the whole of your existence shift in a way that was very uncomfortable, in a way that has been, let's face it, really hard to get through. You've been back in like a survival mode, and you hate being in that because that is not the nature of thriving, and that is understandable, my loves. But when you were in that survival mode, going through your catalyst moment, going through your metamorphosis, the energy and the inner work and what you were doing in those moments, the pain that you were experiencing and the way that you were able to meet it with such love and such an open heart despite the damage that had been done to you, you refused to become that which hurt you. You chose to rise. And when you did that, reality reshaped itself around you again, and it created this champion DNA, this champion timeline, this champion life for you to step into. And so that's where you're at now. So whatever you're thinking right now, the best way for you to allow reality to continue to reshape, because the message that came through a bit yesterday that I'll reiterate here today, the biggest illusion is that we are at the mercy of the hologram. We are not at the mercy of the hologram. You do not respond and react to reality as it comes to you, because you are not at the mercy of it. If reality impacts you, if the hologram is impacting you, whatever you do to respond and react is not actually like pushing back against reality in the present moment. Whatever you do to respond or react to your present moment is actually shaping your future moment. You are helping create your future moment. So right now, as reality is reshaping itself into this champion lifestyle for you, the more that you can do to pour into the source code of what your intention is. So we are not at the mercy of the hologram. We are its source code. It cannot exist without us inputting into it. It will not exist without us inputting into it. And it only exists in the way in which we pour input into it. If we do not pour a certain input into it, it will not exist in that way. Whatever we keep putting into it is what we keep getting back and experiencing. So right now, you can do yourself a huge favor by continuing to be certain. And if you haven't been certain, that's okay. And if you mess up a little bit here and there and you find yourself doubtful, that's okay. Simply, sorry, that guy super distracted me. All of a sudden, it looked like he was walking right towards us. Like, get out of here with your green shirt, guy. Sorry, my ADHD. Woo! All right. So where was I? You are currently directing reality to reshape itself around you. I'm seeing like Doctor Strange, not Doctor Strange Love. I don't know who just thought that, but no, that's a different timeline. Doctor Strange, in like the Marvel universe, and like you are working with matter. You are helping to reshape reality around yourself with your thoughts, with your energy, with your emotions. So just continue to process them, continue to be certain of what it is that you wish to experience, because what it is that you wish to experience is what you are creating for yourself to experience in this champion timeline. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense in here. Hopefully it makes sense out here. Okay, so what can you do? What can you do with grace to help get yourself with grace and more rapidly out of this hangman state? Because God knows you've been here long enough, right? You've been here long enough. So what I'm getting is, there's a couple things that are coming through. First of all, you're doing a really fucking great job. So really all you gotta keep doing is keep being you, babe. Keep being you. Whatever you've done to get you here is doing a really great job. Keep doing what you're doing, and you will see these results sooner than later. And like I said, the first big major slap in the face aha moment where you realize like, oh shit, Kristen's right, I am in this champion reality, will happen within the next week. Oh yeah, by the way, my name's Kristen. If you're new here, I'm Kristen. I'm a behavioral scientist. I study why people do what they do and why things do what they do when they do what they do. I'm an intuitive strategist. I am a quantum healer. So I utilize my knowledge, skills, and experience to specialize in destiny selection. We are here to get you into your highest timeline now, not someday. This is all about dream life receiving. This is all about stepping into the highest version of yourself that you can be. So smash that bell. You do not want to miss the messages that come out. Plus, I love hanging out with y'all. So, back to the message. You have been doing a really excellent job of balancing your inner work with your outer results, with recognizing the signs and synchronicities in your physical world of the inner work that you've been doing. So I would say the biggest thing to do is keep doing that. Keep looking for signs and synchronicities throughout your day that you were on the right track, that you're moving in the right direction. Trust your body, trust your intuition, trust your instincts. And the more trust you have in yourself and the more trust you have in the universe, the more quickly this will unfold for you. It will unfold no matter what. You can't fuck this up. There's literally no way to escape it. I hate to be the one to break it to you. You did the work. You're getting the gold. Sorry, that's what it means to be an alchemist. It is inevitable. You are getting these blessings. Little ominous positivity for you there. But the more that you can look throughout your day to day and realize like, oh, that's a sign that I was looking for to a question that I had. Oh, that's a synchronicity. Like things are just lining up way too coincidentally, right? Like things are just working out for me. I just happen to be at the right place at the right time. I just happen to be thinking about someone before they call. I just happen to have the right eyes on me at the right time. Like, right? Like these things will help speed it up for you. And then I'm also getting that there's a masculine energy in your presence that is a newer energy. This is helping you immensely. This is not only is it helping you, this is also a gift to you. So there's somebody that entered your life recently. For some of you, I am getting that it's romantic. There are a lot of divine feminines out there who are meeting their divine masculine counterparts. But it doesn't have to be romantic. For some, this could be platonic, like a friendship or a coworker. It could even be a family member. And this is not gender specific. This is not biological gender. This is just somebody who is more in that masculine energy, somebody who's a problem solver, somebody who wants to provide, wants to protect, who's in that energy that's like, you got a problem? Yo, I got you. But I don't know, what is that word? Got a problem? Yo, I'll solve it. All right, we're not singing Vanilla Ice, not today. But that's what came through, right? Somebody who's in that masculine energy. So they could be a female or a male biologically. But what I'm getting is that there's somebody new that has entered your life within the last, I want to say 6 weeks to 8 weeks. It could be 3 months for some of you. Or they are about to enter your life. Maybe you just met them or you will meet them in the next week. And that could end up being the thing that you are meant to receive here in the next week that helps you realize you're in your champion timeline. But there's a masculine energy that is very, very supportive of you. They are very protective of you. Even though they may have just met you, they are very interested in providing for you. They are very interested in helping you solve your problems, and they are very, very, very protective of you. It's not like a possessive, like a negative energy. It's like this one. I'm gonna help this one, right? Like this one's important, and I might not know why, but nothing is going to stop me from being there for this one. That's the kind of energy that's coming through. And this is really helping you to feel a little bit lighter. This is really helping you to feel more joy, to feel more happiness, to feel more like yourself. Yeah, there's a lot of gratitude coming through. This is really helping you to feel, or will be soon if you are meeting this person within the next week. This is going to help you feel not only more like yourself, more like you're getting your spark back, more like you are actually the butterfly, and more like you are allowed to be the butterfly is what I'm getting. Like, you are allowed to be fun. You are allowed to be joyous. You are allowed to be happy. You are allowed to be free. You are allowed to trust. You are allowed to feel safe. You are allowed to surrender. And I'm not saying that you need this masculine to feel this way. This is something that is just coming as part of your champion timeline. But, and butterflies could be really significant. Some of you are being guided by butterfly guides. And what I'm getting is this masculine is just compounding the joy, compounding the ease. Whoever this is, they have a lot of love for you. Again, romantic or not, it could be platonic, it could be familial, but they have a lot of love for you. So lean into that. I'm getting lean into that because it will help you excel. It will help you excel and it will help you accelerate. But beyond that, keep doing what you're doing because it is absolutely working. You are absolutely balancing out. You are becoming more harmonized and more balanced than like 99.9% of human beings ever get in their entire life. Yeah, some people live and they die a caterpillar. Some people live and they die and they never, ever, 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 ever even touch an ounce of the harmony and the balance and the alignment that you were stepping into. So just keep doing what you're doing. It is working, and it is not just here for you. It is working in such a way that is going to allow you to express what you went through, turning your mess and your heartache and into your champion timeline. It is allowing you to do this in such a way that other people will be able to be inspired by you too. I always say people don't need to be motivated. They don't need motivational speakers. They don't need motivational guides. They don't need motivational books. They don't need motivational movies. People don't need to be motivated. They're plenty motivated enough as it is. People want to live. People want to do more than survive. People want to thrive. People want to succeed. People want joy. People want happiness. People want peace. People don't need motivation. You don't need motivation. You've already been motivated your whole fucking life to get what you want. But sometimes we need a little spark of inspiration. We need a little spark of, oh, that's possible? Shit, I didn't know that was possible. Well, if it's possible for them, could it be possible for me? Right? Like that's what you're gonna be to people. And that's really fucking beautiful. And it's really fucking needed. Thank you so much for everything that you do in this world. You are a blessing. And now you're about to get your blessings. So within 1 week from seeing this message, you will know exactly what I mean. Mwah. I love you so much. Have a beautiful day. And be sure to let me know in the comments what is going on for you. Let me know what's going on with this Tower moment. Let me know what masculine has come into your life because I'm super curious. I want the tea. I want the gossip. I want to know how your heart is expanding because I know mine is. I love you guys so much. I love being a part of this community. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I hope that I just hope that everything is super shiny and super lovely and super beautiful for you because you deserve it, because that's what you bring to the world. Okay. All right. Bye for now. Fucking love you so much. Okay. See you guys in the next video.